Hello, listeners from close and far. I'm Scotty, one of your hosts of the Diving Deep podcast.
And I'm Jon.
Jon, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Scotty?
That's great to hear. I'm doing pretty good. I got a haircut today. Not sure how to feel about it. But
You'll grow into it.
as hair does.
As it does.
So today, we're here to talk about The Mandalorian Season 2, which premiered on October 30th, 2020, and ran in the 8 weeks that followed. Jon, what did you think about this season of television?
Well, let me tell you. Boy, did I love it.
I'd have to agree.
The suspense. It was like every week. I think we need to get back to that. Like, don't get me wrong, dumping Cobra Kai onto me and watching that for in less than a day is beautiful, but like the suspense that builds between each episode of The Mandalorian is just beautiful.
Agreed. Marvel's following that same tactic as we talked about last week in WandaVision.
Yes. Go watch it if you didn't.
You should. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So The Mandalorian Season 2 was, I think we could both say, amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They did such a great job at literally everything. And I have next to no complaints about this season other than a certain actor who I don't think we're really going to talk about because they have been in the news enough for the past week.
Indeed. No, they don't get the famousness from us, you know?
No. They do not deserve... I forgot to click record. Shoot. Right, recording. We're recording. We're good.
We're good. Yeah.
So we are going to be talking about spoilers, and even though the season finished a few months ago, just a warning. I know, it's The Mandalorian. Disney Plus hasn't launched in every country yet. Just beware. We're talking about everything.
It hasn't?
Yeah, no, Disney Plus is still not in a lot of places.
Interesting. Did not know that.
Hey, Jon, did you know Luke Skywalker shows up in this season?
Yes, I did. That was insane.
What was your initial reaction to that?
I saw the X-Wing, and I immediately knew it was him. And then the build-up, I saw a couple reactions of people full-on bawling their eyes out when they saw him. I didn't get fully that, but, I got let's go.
No, so I was watching this at 3 a.m. That's what I do. Whenever the new shows come out, I always get up at 3 a.m. to watch. And it's 3 a.m. My brain's foggy. So I was what? What's happening? At first I thought it was Ahsoka, because it was a black and white camera, so I just thought the white. And then I was then it shifted to the green. It was the greatest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. And my mother needed to come in and check on me because she thought there was something wrong.
Which there wasn't. There was something beautiful on the screen.
It was beautiful.
I cry. I never cry. So, I bet if I could cry, I would probably cry at that scene, at least.
Yes, if you could cry.
Which I can't.
Which he cannot.
Baby Yoda's name.
Grogu.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. And a lot of people don't like it, but I think that's just because they're not used to it. The name Baby Yoda has just become so synonymous with him.
Mm-hmm.
And people say the only other species we know, or the only other people we know from the species, are Yoda and Yaddle. And you're trying to tell me that those aren't weird names? I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the name. I'm fine with it.
I think I like it. It definitely has to grow on me. Because, the Yoda name is weird, but, you've known it for all your life. So, for all your life, that wasn't weird.
Mm-hmm. Now, what did you think... Oh, I was going to say something. I was going to say something, and I completely forget what I was going to say. What do you think is going to happen in Season 3? Do you think that Grogu is done, and they're going to leave that part of the show behind? Or will he just kind of come back in a little into Season 3?
I feel like he might come back. I don't know. I don't know, really, because...
I'm so torn on it. Because in the sequels, we don't hear anything about Luke training a mini Yoda, so that's going to lead me to assume that Luke's probably only going to be with him for a little while before giving him back to Din, or before letting him go out on his own.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it could go either way, or anyway.
I want him to build a little lightsaber and use the little ball that Din gave him. Because I saw that a lot on TikTok, and I was like, oh my god, that is the greatest thing ever.
TikTok, the greatest.
What's your name?
Season 3 is going to be interesting, considering that, Season 2, they gave us some setup. He goes to the armor in the final episode. She tells him to bring him back to his kind. But we didn't, the only mystery left there was that, is that Yoda species, or is that the Jedi? We didn't really know. Now, we have no setup. And if I'm being honest, I thought this could easily pass as a series finale, the final episode of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Just from the grand, the scope of it, and how the cinematic shots of Luke just walking down that hallway, and how it ends right when the door closes, and the shots of Din and how he took his helmet off, and we got to actually see Pedro Pascal for 2 episodes in a row. And then even in the credits, they didn't even show the concept art. It was just a black screen, and it was even different music. So I thought this easily could have passed for a series finale.
I agree, because they can definitely now take it in a different direction and have just more of, or they can make a new story plot or whatever it's called. But yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen. It's all interpretation.
We know next to nothing. It's crazy. All we know is a certain actor won't be showing up.
I think that Frog Lady from the Ice episode will become a bad guy, and she's gonna.
No, you can't. You can't say that. She was the best character of season 2, and it's not even close. If you disagree, you are simply wrong.
Exactly. You hear that, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Frog Lady.
I just spilled water on my leg. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. That did not happen.
Didn't happen.
So, what was your reaction to episode 1, to the start of the season?
I thought it was a grand opening, and because the way things ended in season 1 was pretty grand, and I was like, that's pretty cool. But then episode 1, I didn't think they were gonna go as big as they did. Yeah, it was just that gigantic sand.
The crate worm or crate dragon.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's just the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob.
It basically was.
Mm-hmm. But to me, this was actually the most significant episode in the season because Cobb Vanth, the guy who wore Boba Fett's armor, he's a book character. He appeared in the Aftermath trilogy, which were released in 2015, 2016, and 2017, respectively. And it was rumored that Timothy Olyphant would be playing him all the way back in May. And there were just so many rumors about the season, about Ahsoka. We had rumors about Bo-Katan, Boba Fett, and Cobb Vanth. All these characters were rumored to come in. So when I saw that Cobb Vanth appeared immediately, that's what told me that all these rumors were true. And got me incredibly more excited for the rest of the season.
I did not know that those rumors existed.
The Ahsoka rumor, I think, came out this time last year. That was around for, over half a year before the show came back. And it ended up being true, so.
I think Rosario Dawson did a job, I think
pretty
she did
good
great.
job. Yeah, I think she did good too. But I'm just disappointed that they didn't even tell the original voice actress, Ashley X9. She has been the embodiment of this character since 2008, and I'm pretty sure she said that she wasn't even told that this was happening.
Not cool, Disney.
Yeah, that's kind of lame. But yeah, Rosario Dawson did a great job as Ahsoka. But in my opinion, that episode is actually one of the weaker ones of the season.
Yeah.
I just thought they were almost setting up or trying to set up the Ahsoka show too much. Because, there is an Ahsoka show on the way, being done by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. But I just felt like they were trying too hard to set that up, especially with the mention of Grand Admiral Thrawn at the end. So to me, it just felt like they were trying to do too much. Because if you compare that to, Boba Fett's inclusion in the season, I think they did such a natural job at getting him and Fennec Shand into the mix. Because now they're going to go off and do their own show. I did feel like they were setting that up, but not in a way that took away from the season, which I did feel with the Ahsoka episode.
Yeah, I agree, because the Ahsoka one was cool, but I don't know, it felt weirder. I don't know how to describe it, but I definitely agree with you there. So is she gonna just track down Thrawn, the guy? Is that what she's doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna be. Now, there were rumors about a Star Wars Rebels animated sequel show that was first reported by Kessel Run Transmissions, who have a flawless track record. They were the ones that called the Ahsoka show. They've done a lot. They reported the Bad Batch 2 weeks before the show got announced.
Wow.
They've gotten some big scoops out in the last couple of years, so they have a really good track record. They announced this time last year Rebels show is in development, but then apparently the incredible success of The Mandalorian made them scrap that, and now they're going to try and implement that into the Ahsoka show. So they're trying to take an animated story and put it into live action, which I'm not sure how I feel about. But with considering it's the same talent behind The Mandalorian on that show, it should, fingers crossed, play out well.
Yeah, because Bo-Katan, she wasn't... And also she was played by the cartoon person, right?
Yes, Katie Sackhoff voiced her in the cartoon, and then they got her to come into this show. Now, I hope she's a regular in Season 3. I think she will, considering the fan reaction to the character, because people have loved her since 2010 when she first debuted. And then they put her in Rebels, she was in Clone Wars before, and then brought into live action, played by the same actress, and she appeared in 2 episodes. And with the significance of how the season finale played out, and how she's the heir to the throne of Mandalore, then I think there's no reason for them not to use her in a bigger role in Season 3.
Oh, wait, didn't take the Darksaber, and then now she has to kill him or something?
Battle. Because pretty much her sister was... have you seen the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
So her sister was the Duchess of Mandalore, who was killed by Maul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the one that Obi-Wan was in love with. Yeah, so Bo-Katan is the heir to the throne. So she's been trying to get the Darksaber to finally be able to unite her people again. And she did get it in the finale, in the Season 4 premiere of Star Wars Rebels, but she didn't win it. She kind of took it from Sabine Wren, who was one of the characters in the show. She gives it to Bo. So, and I don't know how that's different from what's going on here. I think they have that question in mind, and they're going to answer it in Season 3, just like how in Season 1 we all had the question of why doesn't he take his helmet off, and they gave us a good answer in Season 2.
Yeah. I don't know.
So you told me before we recorded you had some announcement to make or something to talk about.
Yes.
Would you like to get into that?
The WandaVision episode last night.
Oh.
I was correct. And I
about
wanted
what?
to shove it in your face. About the bubble expanding.
Yes, you were right about that. Good job.
Take it.
I will.
To all the listeners out there, I predicted this better than Scotty. And this is the first step to take over the show and make it my own.
Mm-hmm. Though I think we got a 1-1. We're tied because I'm still convinced that Evan Peters is evil. Because the line, "How can your dead husband die twice?"
Oh yeah.
Quicksilver died in 2015. Vision died in 2018. How would he know that Vision is dead?
That is true.
So I think they're still hinting at him, or they didn't hint at that in all episode 5, but I do definitely think they are gonna go that way with his character. Because even how he refused to answer her question about why he doesn't have the accent. He refused to answer her question about their past. He didn't say anything about that. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going that way still. But good, I commend you. Good job.
Yes. I'm awesome.
Sure. Back to The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I don't really know what to talk about. Jon, The Mandalorian, right?
Yes, The Mandalorian, guys. Mm. Okay.
Oh, speaking of The Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal was just cast as Joel in The Last of Us series. Have you played The Last of Us?
Oh, yeah. Start to finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pedro Pascal just got cast as Joel.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
I'm trying to process it. He's gonna...
Reminder, the creators of the game are executive producing this show.
Okay.
So they wouldn't just go all willy-nilly with it.
I think he's gonna do good at it. It's actually quite like The Mandalorian, actually, if I'm being completely honest, where Joel... Oh, wait, spoilers for Last of Us if you haven't played it. But
I haven't played it either, but I know it happens.
2000 like 10 or something it came out. So if you haven't
I think
played
it's
it,
2013. Whatever.
oh, shame on you.
I don't know.
Shame on you nonetheless. Basically, you know, he has the girl, and he's going to bring them to the Fireflies so that they can create the cure for the, I forget what the disease is called, but then in the end, he chooses not to do it, and then fight his way out.
And then he dies.
And I haven't played the second game, but I watched when he died, and my God, I felt like I was about to cry, but of course I can't cry.
Jon can't cry, this is true.
And it was so emotional because, I don't know, that game is awesome. Like the character bonding between Joel and Ellie when they're just like not friends to like becoming basically, Ellie becomes Joel's dead daughter to him in a way. I don't know. So I think I can see him doing that.
Yeah. Pedro Pascal, he's a very talented actor, as he showed in this and in Wonder Woman 1984. And if you watch him in literally anything, he always steals the show.
Narcos.
So, yeah, Narcos. I think he'll do a good job, and I haven't even seen The Last of Us. I'm just excited to see him be booked and busy, baby.
Amen.
Especially considering this news came out on the same night that blank blank got let go.
It shows that superior actors move up and not superior actors move down.
Yeah, blank blank actress. Did you even see they were supposed to lead the Rangers of the New Republic show? And then after they went sicko mode on Twitter, Lucasfilm said, "Nah, that ain't happening."
My God, when blank blank said into the camera, you know, I was a rebel, or I was part of the clone people, and she said stuff like that. Like I couldn't feel any emotion. You know, I can't
watch them act at all. It's so bad.
She also intimidates me, blank blank.
But yeah, so what do you think they're gonna do with that show now?
Get a new person.
I don't think they're gonna recast.
Yeah.
I think that they're gonna let that character die. But no, I think the best decision for them with the Rangers of the New Republic show, I think they could give that show to Bo-Katan. Because I know she's not affiliated with the New Republic. In fact, she hates the New Republic. Because that's, you know, the Republic and the Mandalorians never gone along. But the original scoop, so Kessel Run Transmissions, the people who have a flawless track record, they actually reported that there would be a show starring blank and Katie Sackhoff. That show was going to be Rangers of the New Republic, as we eventually found out. But now that blank is gone, that paves the way for Bo-Katan to take a leading role in the show, which I think would be good. I also want them to bring in, I forget his name, the X-Wing pilot from Episode 2.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember his name either, but yeah, he was good.
The one he made that appearance in Episode 4 too. So I think he even hinted at like these are not isolated incidents. There's something happening in the galaxy. So if he knew back then I think they can easily merge him into Rangers of the New Republic. Especially now that is out of the way.
I agree. Is out of everything.
Bye. So, what did you think about Boba Fett in this season? I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Alrighty. Super glad that they got the actor back, first of all.
Great actor.
And then him paired with the sniper lady, great callback.
Yeah, great team up. I think the two of them make a really good duo.
And then when he fought, I thought that was probably the coolest thing ever.
Now, I remember watching the finale for the first time, I was like, where the heck is Boba Fett? Like, he kind of got wasted in the finale, but then you realize that it's because they didn't want him and Luke to interact.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, they kind of had to write him out of the finale relatively quickly so he didn't have to deal with Luke, because, you know, if Din's ready to give Grogu to this guy, and then he goes, no, I know him. He's bad. Who would Din side with?
Yeah.
So I think it's for the best that even though we loved Tamara Morrison and Boba Fett was great in this season, it was definitely for the best that he not have a big role in the finale. Especially now that he gets his own show.
The Book of Boba Fett, is that what it's called?
He's going to be the ruler of Tatooine.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be good.
Was Jabba the ruler of Tatooine when Luke was there? Yeah.
Because remember, Jabba was like in charge or had significant power for a while. Because remember, he showed up in the Phantom Menace.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one that like started the pod race. Then he shows up again in the special edition of Episode 4. And then, of course, Episode 6.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Bib Fortuna took over for him in his absence and made himself... he got the image of Jabba the Hutt in mind and taking over the role as he gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But now Boba Fett's in charge, and I think it sets up a lot. And I really hope that they dive into how he survived the Sarlacc pit, in the show. Because as of right now, we have no clue how.
Yeah, he somehow made it, and he
got out, lost his armor, which was picked up by Jawas. Cobb Vanth took it, and the rest is history. Yeah. So how did he get from point A to point B, and why was he still on Tatooine even though he still had access to the Slave One?
Oh, that is a good point.
I mean, he shows up at the end of Episode 1, and it looks like he's a hermit almost. Then he shows up again in Episode 6, and he has his ship like nothing ever changed.
Yeah, that does seem kind of weird. Was he looking for his armor possibly? Because I feel like he could have easily taken it from the Cobb Vanth.
Yeah, he easily could have taken it from Cobb Vanth, and he knew Cobb Vanth had it because in Episode 6 he says, "You took my armor from Cobb Vanth back on Tatooine." So it's not like he didn't know Cobb Vanth had it. So why was he not acting on it until Din took it?
Maybe him and the Sarlacc pit got married, and that's why,
But
who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But now there's also in Episode 1, Cobb Vanth says, so you know how the Krayt Dragon's like nesting in a Sarlacc hole?
Yeah.
Cobb Vanth says, no such thing as an empty Sarlacc pit. And then Din says, not if you eat the Sarlacc. So what if the Krayt Dragon ate the Sarlacc pit? And therefore freed Boba Fett? I don't know. And we also can't forget, he did have his jetpack. So it isn't that unlikely that after the dust cleared on Jabba's sail barge, he just whoop, right up and out.
True.
But yeah,
seems still badly scarred from it. Acid.
Yeah, the armor was not in good shape, but then the paint job he gave it was clean.
It was indeed. I love the Slave One. I don't know about you. I just love the design.
No, I think it's a really cool ship too, especially because resume. My only question with it, I love the design, was how is it practical at all?
Oh yeah,
then in Episode 7, we see how the ship rotates around the cockpit, which was really cool. It's just such a subtle thing, but it explains a lot.
Because in the prequels and the actually, do we even get to see it in the?
Yes, he loads Han onto it in the end of Episode 5.
Yeah. So we never get to see the inside really that much, so it doesn't seem practical the way that it's upside down, or not upside down,
just sideways, almost sideways diagonal. And then when he dropped the bomb, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
The one that Boba dropped, or that Jango dropped in Episode 2. Oh, that's gonna bug me. 1 second. Seismic charge. Seismic charge. I love those things. The best part of Attack of the Clones, from a certain point of view, is just that scene of that seismic charge shredding through the asteroid field.
I agree, because Attack of the Clones, people. It might have added clones,
but it did a lot of attacking.
Yeah, it did a lot of attacking to my mental state because
I can't watch more than 30 minutes of it in one sitting.
I get nom flashbacks.
Nom flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So, what do you think about Moff Gideon? Because we haven't talked about him at all, and we're nearly 30 minutes into
Oh,
recording.
you're right. Moff Gideon, the man. I feel like they did good casting him. However, he is the bad guy in a lot of TV shows now.
Yes,
Breaking Bad.
Giancarlo Esposito has become the villain in a lot of things.
I'll start with Breaking Bad because in Breaking Bad, the dude was scary.
I have heard that.
The Boys, he was the bad. He's not really the bad guy, but like he's pretty
Isn't
bad.
he like
guy.
the corporate guy, the one who like owns the team, owns the company that owns the team or something?
Yeah, and for some reason, what's his name, Homelander won't kill him, which he could easily do. I don't know why. And then there's now this TV show. I don't know which version I like of him more. I mean, I feel like Moff Gideon and the original Breaking Bad one I like, because the original Breaking Bad one, he was just ruthless, like very cutthroat in a literal sense. He cut throats.
And he's such a good actor.
Oh yeah.
He can just sell you on everything, especially that scene in the finale where he says, like, I already have what I want from him. And it's clear you two have a connection. I bought that the first time. I don't know why I did. I think it's because of his acting, as well as the phenomenal score by Ludwig Göransson. But I know I bought that the first time, but then as soon as he turned the table, I was like, how did I not see that coming? In the words of Quicksilver, you didn't see that coming?
It's so true. And then he died.
No, he didn't. He's still alive.
Oh. Wait, is Silver still alive?
Oh, Quicksilver. Oh, I thought you meant Moff Gideon.
Oh no. No.
No, yeah. Moff
Isn't,
Gideon.
Didn't, what's her name? She who must not be named take him?
No, so in the finale, when they were waiting for Luke, he shot Bo-Katan like 6 times. She fell over, but didn't do anything because she has Beskar armor. And then he tries to shoot little baby Grogu. Din jumps in front of it. Nothing. And then he tries to shoot himself. But that's when Blank hits him once to throw the gun out of his arms, then hits him again to knock him out. But he's very much still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Yeah. I think he's still going to continue to be the villain of season 3. I don't really think he's going anywhere. But I don't know how they're going to do it. It's probably going to be a vengeance plot, and he's just trying to kill Din and take the Darksaber back. But I really want to see more of the Dark Troopers. They were so underused in the finale. He takes out one, and then Luke just slaughters the rest of them. Mm-hmm. So I think he still has a whole other army of them. Because why would you only make like 30 of those? If they're so powerful, they might be like material heavy, but the Empire has fallen, so it might have been difficult. But no way did he have all of them in that one compartment in the ship that close to an airlock.
Yeah, no way.
I think he has more. They're going to break him out of some New Republic prison and take him.
That's definitely possible.
Because Giancarlo Esposito, in that like time gap of December 2019 when the season 1 ended, up until September, because we got nothing. Our first trailer didn't come until September. He also said something like hinting at Moff Gideon being force sensitive, I think. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to go that route. But if they do, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because then him and Grogu could, duke it out eventually.
Or him and Ahsoka. Because imagine if he gets back the Darksaber and fights Ahsoka, seeing that white lightsaber on the black Darksaber. From a visual point of view, that would be so cool.
That would.
Because I thought they were going to fight in episode 5 of this season. Because, we see Moff Gideon at the end of episode 4, and they reveal there's a tracker on the ship. So, like, why... I think that was such a missed opportunity to not have him and Ahsoka fight with that black on white lightsaber action. It is what it is, I guess. They tried to set up her show in that episode, but I think if they were trying to take it more in an overall story direction, that would have been perfect. And I think it was such a missed opportunity that they didn't do that.
What about Cal Kestis.
My guy. I thing is, we don't know if he's still alive.
Oh yeah.
I really hope he is. And that's also the reason I didn't think he was going to show up, because I think that's the video game story to tell. I don't think they're going to leave that up to video game or to TVs and movies or even books. I think his story for now is going to be exclusively in video games.
Because Cameron Monaghan, that man he's an incredible actor. He was also Jerome in Gotham.
Gotham, yeah. I haven't seen all of Gotham, but from what I have seen, I think I saw the first two seasons or something. He was really good, and I heard he only gets better as it goes on.
Oh yeah, gets crazier and crazier. He's not Joker. Copyright.
He's Mr. J.
Yeah. Why did that even happen? I don't understand the fault.
It's kind of the same thing with like Batman, and how like Batman can appear. It's like how it was a young Bruce Wayne. He couldn't show up until the last episode of the show, and that was like they had to like beg Warner Brothers to let them do that. I think, and the CW and they have Batwoman, and Bruce Wayne has shown up. He's been mentioned several times. He showed up in the finale of the season 1 of Batwoman, but he can't get in the suit. There's something Warner Brothers like. They keep Batman so close to the chest, and that was why that's why Superman waited so long to get a show too. They kept him so close to the chest as well. But then, as people started to react positively to Tyler Hoechlin's version of the character, they said, "Okay, fine, you can do a show with him," and that is what happened. I hope they do the same thing with Batman, because I mean, Ben Affleck is most likely done. I think he's going to show up in The Flash, but other than that, he's done. Christian Bale's never going to come back. Michael Keaton's going to show up in The Flash, but he's like 70, so they can't do a ton with him either. So I think they have to eventually let go of Batman. Oh no, they have Pattinson.
Oh, the good old.
So yeah, they're never gonna let go of him.
My God.
Speaking of Robert Pattinson, the Batman looks so good, and we have to wait over a year to see it, and that physically hurts me.
That hurts me too.
March 3rd, 2022.
We haven't gotten a Batman movie in forever.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a solo Batman movie since The Dark Knight Rises, so it'll be 10 years from when Dark Knight Rises to the Batman. Obviously we had BVS and Justice League, but I mean, even though Ben Affleck is credited first in both of those movies, they're not Batman movies.
Yeah.
So, I'm just so excited for that movie.
It's gonna be interesting. Definitely.
Just that one trailer sold me completely. If they never released a single trailer again, I wouldn't care. That one trailer they released was so perfect. I would not care if they did not put out a single other piece of marketing for that movie.
Yeah, because I don't know how to say it, but that trailer was so perfectly made with it just gave me suspense, gave me thrill, gave me action.
Oh, your camera's green again!
Why? How did it turn green?
I don't know. That happened in Band when we were in the breakout rooms for Band last week or 2 weeks ago, or whenever. Your camera turned green again.
Green, my God. My God.
I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna ignore that. What were we talking about? Robert Pattinson as Batman?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that's what we should be talking about always.
Yeah,
the
hottest man.
I'm so excited for that movie, and also with Batman, Justice League comes out in a month and 5 days, and I'm thrilled for that. The Mandalorian season 2, Batman, the Mandalorian season 2. It was so good.
Amazing.
I don't really know how much else we can talk about without just keep saying it's so good, it's so good, it's so good.
Yeah, we need something to trash.
Trash?
Yeah, we need a trash.
All right, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, say it. No, I don't even want to say their name.
Don't say their name.
Because you know who I was gonna say. We both knew who I was gonna say.
Exactly.
But we can't do it. We can't do it. What else can we trash with The Mandalorian? Nothing.
Yeah, pretty much nothing.
At all. This show is nearly perfect, I swear to God. No.
Mm-hmm.
I can't trust in anything, especially now that they are gone, and there's not going to be people like that associated with the show.
It's gonna work.
I just did a chef's kiss to the people listening.
Also, if you ever hear the noise, that is me doing a blunt.
Yes.
Into the camera.
Mm-hmm. With that green camera.
With the green camera.
The green flare.
Oh, it's beautiful. I can
It
see
is. It is beautiful.
I can see.
Do you know
my
how
face.
you fixed that last week?
No, I
Didn't
don't.
you just like kind of turn the camera on and off, on and off, on and off? Yeah, The Mandalorian Season 2 was nearly perfect in every way. So, what do you think about the other Star Wars shows? Because there's so many more coming out.
Oh yeah, there's.
Next year alone, I'm pretty sure. No, next year I think is next year is going to be The Mandalorian Season 3. And I think the Book of Boba Fett is going to go into 2022. So the Book of Boba Fett will have its last half in 2022. Mandalorian Season 3 will be 2022. The Cassian Andor show will be 2022. And the Kenobi show will be 2022.
My God.
And I'm sure there's going to be something else that they haven't really brought up yet. Because there's so many other announced projects that I'm sure one of them will fit into 2022.
Yeah.
Maybe because... So Mandalorian Season 3 starts shooting April 8th, I believe, or April 22nd. So that'll come out in spring of 2022. I think that the Cassian Andor show is going to go through the summer. And then the Obi-Wan show will be like those 6 weeks, or will be in like August, September. That's my prediction right now. But that leaves like October, November, December with no Star Wars. And I feel like they kind of have to. Because The Mandalorian Seasons 1 and 2 did so good for them and boosted so many subscriptions during Christmas time. Mm-hmm. So, there's got to be one other project that's going to come out in the fall or winter of 2022.
I'm predicting it now. It's going to be called Binks, a Star Wars story. And basically, Jar Jar Binks is in it, right?
Right, yeah.
And it's basically the story of how Jar Jar Binks, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the story of Jar Jar Binks.
Hey, did you know that there's rumors going around that Jar Jar is going to show up in the Kenobi show and he's going to have a beard?
Jesus.
It's going to be the greatest thing to ever happen if it comes true.
If that does come true, I'll be excited.
I'm going to get a poster of him and put it on my wall.
Yeah.
I will hold that to a word. I'm in our office right now. By then, fingers crossed, I'll be moved into my own room, with my own PC to do this stuff. So I will get a Jar Jar Binks poster with a beard if that happens in Kenobi.
You see this wall? You see how there's nothing on here?
There's nothing on there.
Also, wait, is it still green?
Yeah, it's still green.
Oh, well, yeah. There's wall behind me.
No, yeah, they can tell. Or I can tell.
Okay. Well, and there's nothing on it. So, Jar Jar could be the first thing on my wall.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Myself and John will be getting matching Jar Jar Binks with beard posters if he shows up in the Kenobi show.
And body pillows.
Oh.
Or that might just be me.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to indulge in that.
Also, buy John Bird's body pillows, please. This is an endorsement.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Speaking of endorsements, we're going to have merch coming soon.
Oh, yeah, merch.
We may or may not have kind of talked about it for like half a minute in band class yesterday. Mm-hmm. But merch is coming. I don't know if that means it's coming next week or next month or even next year. Mm-hmm. Merch is coming.
But merch
I tell you.
Only with John Bird on it. Because as I said before, and I'll say it again, I am going to take over this show from now.
World domination.
Don't get me started.
Taking me out of the equation is John's first step over to taking over the world.
Then I have a platform to talk about how, I don't know.
John Bird's fireside chats.
It would be. And I would say something like, which Joker is better? Heath Ledger's? Or Jared Leto's from Suicide Squad? In which case I would say Heath Ledger's, of course.
I don't know if there's really any debate for that at all.
He's scary. He's scaring me. He's scaring the children. And I think we should cancel him.
I'm pretty sure the internet started trying to cancel Jared Leto like 6 times.
Never worked.
But in the words of Mark Wahlberg, I am uncancelable.
Good old Mark.
We did a little read-through of Mark Wahlberg's workout routine yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Us with Charlie. Charlie, if you're listening, which I know you're not, shout-outs to you. We'll get you on the show eventually. I don't care how long it takes.
And we'll get Rossi on the show.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be soon.
And Rossi, I know you are listening.
Well, I think it might be rap time, John.
Oh, God. I can't go back to my normal life. I'm pretty sure I have to go shovel or something.
It's not snowing out.
I know, but like I'm supposed to get a shed for like a because we got like a lawnmower and then now we're getting another shed.
Wow, sounds like a bit of a hassle.
It is.
All right, well, thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Diving Deep podcast. I've been your host, Scotty.
I've never been your host. I'm your co-host, John.
We're co-hosts. It's been Scotty and Jon signing off from the Diving Deep podcast. Feel free to come back next week. We're going to talk about Pixar's latest film, Soul. And we'll see you then. Au revoir. Goodbye in French.
Yes.